India is preparing for a major transformation in national air defense capability, and at the heart of this transformation lies Project Kusha, one of the most advanced indigenous missile defense programs ever developed in the country. Designed and led by the Indian Air Force under DRDO, Project Kusha aims to provide a multi-layered shield capable of intercepting aircraft, cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, hypersonic weapons, and even drone swarms. What started as a program to address gaps in long-range interception has now evolved into a tri-service initiative, with the Indian Navy and Indian Army formally expressing interest and participation. Project Kusha received formal approval from the Cabinet Committee on Security, CCS, in 2022. Backed by a massive 700 crore allocation dedicated to research, development, and initial procurement. The technology is being compared globally to Russia's S-400 Prometey, one of the most advanced air defense systems in the world. This comparison highlights India's growing technological strength and its increasing capability to independently produce world-class solutions under the Aatmanirbhar Bharat initiative. The program features 3 major interceptor missile classes, each designed for different operational roles. The M1 variant offers interception up to 150 kilometers, the M2 variant extends capability to 250 kilometers, and the M3 reaches an impressive 350 kilometers for high-altitude, long-range engagements. DRDO has also reserved space for a 4th version, specifically targeted toward anti-satellite and hypersonic defense missions, demonstrating forward-looking planning that aligns with future warfare trends. The Indian Air Force, which remains the anchor service for the project, has already committed to inducting 5 complete Kusha squadrons, which will operate alongside existing S-400 regiments. These squadrons, planned for deployment between 2028 and 2033, include 8 to 10 missile launchers, multifunction tracking radars, command vehicles, and more than 200 interceptors per unit. Integrated into the Integrated Air Command and Control System (IACCS), these squadrons will deliver fully automated detection, tracking, and interception with a 360-degree envelope covering 350 kilometers radius. Testing and evaluation remain a critical step forward. The M1 interceptor trials are scheduled for late 2025, with operational clearance expected by 2028. Once deployed, Project Kusha will significantly strengthen protection for critical strategic zones including Western and Northern air commands. It will enable preemptive neutralization of high-end threats such as Chinese J-20 stealth fighters, Pakistani cruise missiles, and standoff precision weapons launched from deep airspace. In June 2025, Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary described Kusha as a capability multiplier, saying, "Kusha isn't a replacement, it's the multiplier for our S-400 triad." In parallel, the Indian Navy has stepped forward with major enthusiasm, advancing a ship-launched M2 variant specifically engineered for naval combat scenarios. Designed for Vertical Launch System (VLS) deployment, the missile will be integrated onto platforms such as Kolkata-class destroyers and the upcoming Project 18 frigates. This naval variant can intercept sea-skimming anti-ship missiles, ballistic missiles, and hypersonic weapons traveling at Mach 7+, all while surviving harsh maritime environments through features like corrosion-resistant canisters and autonomous GPS-INS navigation to stabilize in high-turbulent sea states. The Navy's schedule indicates induction between 2027 and 2030. Marking a major leap in anti-access area denial capability, the Indian Army is now evaluating Project Kusha for land-based mobile deployment after real-world lessons learned during Operation Sindoor in May 2025, which demonstrated the growing threat of long-range missile and drone attacks on forward bases. During high-level inter-service meetings in September 2025, the Army highlighted vulnerability along the LAC, particularly in Ladakh and Arunachal Pradesh, where existing systems such as Akash and QRSAM provide limited reach. The Army is considering a standalone M2 version, deployed as mobile truck-mounted batteries, delivering rapid response capability for protecting ammunition depots, logistics hubs, and command centers. A decision is expected during the 2026 budget cycle, with induction likely around 2029. A major benefit of tri-service collaboration is the significant production scalability and cost savings. Manufacturing responsibility is expected to lie primarily with Bharat Dynamics Limited, BDL, ensuring more than 70% indigenous content. Shared production for all three services could reduce unit costs by 20 to 25%, enabling faster rollouts and opening doors for potential defense exports in the future. For seamless battlefield coordination, Project Kusha requires harmonization of digital networks across services. The plan aims to integrate the Army's Akashteer system, the IAF's IACCS network, and the Navy's IMAC Maritime Surveillance Command, creating a unified real-time defense grid covering land, sea, and air. This architecture ensures that any incoming threat, from a hypersonic missile to a stealth aircraft, is detected instantly and engaged by the nearest available interceptor. With trials beginning soon and deployment timelines clearly defined, Project Kusha stands as a major milestone in India's journey toward high-tech defense autonomy. It strengthens deterrence against adversaries, boosts national preparedness, and places India among the few global powers capable of developing next-generation missile defense systems without foreign dependency. In simple words, Project Kusha is not just a missile, it is India's future defense shield and a symbol of rising strategic power.